Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with theblogtoread.com. This is the Montblanc Nicolas Rieussec Chronograph GMT date, otherwise known as the Nicolas Rieussec Automatic. The Nicolas Rieussec is an entire collection from Montblanc, and the point of it is to celebrate the concept of the chronograph. Nicolas Rieussec is the guy who is said to have invented the chronograph, and because chronograph actually translates into time writer, Montblanc, as a company known for making pens, thought it would be a very great idea to sort of play with this concept. So this version, like I said, is the automatic version and has some interesting features. First, of course, is the movement. And the movement, this is the R200 version of the movement, which is the automatic. It's made entirely in-house by Montblanc in Le Locle in Switzerland. I've seen them being made. Very fancy facility. They do a good job. There's a lot of traditional aspects to this movement, such as a column wheel-based chronograph, and the balance wheel has been hand adjusted with the little screws in the balance wheel, though they use very modern technology to do it. This watch has a lot of cool functions. So first is the chronograph, which is very hard to miss, and that's these two discs that use a little hand indicator, and it's a mono pusher, so you press this button to start and stop it. It measures up to 30 minutes, and it's an interesting way of implementing it. It's sort of a signature look for them. Has an off-centered dial for the time, and even though it's smaller, I find it very easy to read. It uses that really great font that Montblanc likes to use, which is just beautiful. This hand right here is a GMT hand, so it's also a GMT watch, and it's very easy to adjust it just like your normal GMT. You can see there you adjust the hour time individually, and then you can adjust sort of the whole thing, and that works quite nicely, just like any other type of GMT watch that you'd be used to. If you see right here, this area is turning blue. It's going from white to blue. That is a day-night indicator for the GMT, which is very, very helpful in establishing sort of AM, PM for that GMT. I like that. Over here in this little window is the date. So I like that. So that's cool. There is no seconds hand, but if you want to measure seconds, again, you can always use the chronograph. So they really put a lot of features in here, and I think that's really, really cool that they were able to do that. The non-automatic version has slightly different functions, and because this is a line which is doing very well for Montblanc, there will be additional variations on this in the future. This one is a steel case. I think it's about 43 millimeters wide, and it comes in precious metals as well. There's a gold version, and there's some interesting limited editions as well. It's a cool watch. It's very, very unique. There will be nothing else out there that's quite like it. The bottom part has sort of a plate that has, as you can look there, there's kind of like Geneva stripes decoration on there, which give it an interesting look, different types of polishes. It's a very comfortable watch, I have to say. It's a very, very comfortable watch, and part of that has to do with these lugs, which are very, very curved, nice alligator, crocodile strap, not sure, brown. Good push button, fold over clasp. They did a really good job with these watches. I think that there's a lot of appeal here. You have to like the style. Style's not for everyone, but it grew on me. A watch like this actually did grow on me quite well. And I think part of it is because it's very, very useful. The movement design is very nice because it's quite symmetrical. And they did a really good job with that. That's difficult to do with the symmetry. You can see there's a sort of a symmetrical opening down here, and there's this row of gears, and there's the escapement. And I'd say that I'm actually quite impressed with the movement. It's entirely designed to appeal to sort of like watch lovers. So you can see here, for example, there's this window, just like an open window for the column wheel, just to see it. Is that necessary from a structural standpoint? Not at all. But they did that so that you could see that. So again, this is the Montblanc Nicolas Rieussec Chronograph GMT date. It has the R200 movement, and you can see the full review at blogtoread.com. Don't let me forget, the price is a little bit under $10,000, I believe, for the watch in steel. Thanks.